Anna's magical journey to save the fairy queen. In a kingdom filled with enchantment and curiosity, there lived a fairy named Anna. She was not an ordinary fairy, instead, she was one with a special charm, residing in the heart of fairyland. This was a place where magic was the language everyone spoke. Anna's life, like that of her fellow fairies in fairyland, was harmonious, and she was quite happy. However, the tranquility of fairyland was shattered when their beloved queen fell gravely ill. The queen was more than just a ruler to Anna and the other fairies. She was a dear friend, a guiding light, and the embodiment of love and wisdom. Her illness plunged fairyland into despair, casting a dull shadow over the once vibrant kingdom. As Anna's sorrow grew, she discovered a potential cure for the queen's ailment. The cure was no ordinary remedy, but a mystical fairy dust found only at the peak of the magical mountain. This mountain was a daunting place, known for its dangerous terrain and unpredictable weather, making the fairy dust incredibly hard to reach. Despite the risks, Anna, driven by her love for the queen and her kingdom, decided to venture on this perilous journey. Her brave decision was not taken lightly by the other fairies, who admired her courage and determination. Anna was prepared to face any dangers that came her way in her quest to save their queen. With a heart full of hope and a bag packed with magical potions and charms, Anna decided to undertake a treacherous journey to help save the queen. She left behind the safety and comfort of fairyland, stepping into the unknown. Her journey was not just a physical expedition, but also a test of her courage and determination. She understood the magnitude of the task at hand, yet her determination to save her beloved queen overshadowed any fears she might have had. The journey was fraught with challenges and obstacles. However, Anna's resolve remained unshaken. She trudged forward, the thought of her ailing queen serving as a beacon of hope propelling her onward. Every hurdle she overcame made her stronger and even more determined to fulfill her quest. She climbed towering cliffs, the stones under her feet slippery and treacherous. But such obstacles were not a problem for Anna because she had a purpose, like saving the queen. The roaring rivers that she crossed were rapid and merciless, threatening to sweep her away with their mighty currents. Yet, she fought against their strength, her determination unwavering, her spirit unbreakable. The chilling winds of the high mountains tested her endurance, the cold biting into her skin, sapping her strength. But with every step, Anna's courage grew stronger, her heart more determined. She pressed onwards, the thought of the queen serving as a constant reminder of the importance of her mission. Days turned into nights, and nights into days as Anna continued her arduous journey. The sight of the summit, glittering with the mystical fairy dust, filled her with a sense of accomplishment and relief. The dust had an ethereal glow, shimmering under the moonlight, casting an enchanting aura all around. Despite her exhaustion, Anna couldn't help but marvel at the sight. Her heart pounded with excitement as she carefully collected the precious dust, ensuring not a single speck was wasted. The culmination of her journey was reaching the summit of the magical mountain. The sight of the fairy dust, shimmering and glowing with a magical aura, filled her heart with joy. Carefully, she collected the precious dust, knowing that it was their queen's only hope. With the fairy dust safely tucked in her possession, Anna began her descent down the magical mountain. The journey downhill, contrary to her expectations, proved to be even more challenging. The once welcoming path now seemed treacherous, filled with slippery stones and steep slopes. Each step required careful maneuvering, a wrong step could result in a disastrous fall. But Anna trudged on, the image of the ailing queen spurring her forward. The journey was fraught with peril, but Anna's determination never wavered. She had to reach fairyland and save her queen. Every inch of her body ached, her wings were tired, and her heart pounded in her chest. But she pushed on, her resolve fueled by her love for her queen and her kingdom. Even in her exhaustion, she did not allow herself the luxury of rest. Time was running out, and she had to reach fairyland before it was too late. As she continued her journey, Anna encountered numerous obstacles. She crossed roaring rivers that threatened to sweep her away and faced chilling mountain winds that bit into her skin. But with each step, each hurdle, her courage only grew stronger. She was a fairy on a mission of love and dedication. Her heart was full of determination, and there was no force in the world that could stop her. After what felt like an eternity, Anna finally caught sight of fairyland. Her heart pounded with relief and anticipation. She rushed through the kingdom, her wings beating furiously against the wind, the precious fairy dust tucked safely in her bag. As she reached the queen's side, she couldn't help but feel a surge of hope. The journey had been treacherous and testing, but she was finally here, ready to save her queen. With a heart brimming with anticipation and relief, Anna finally made her way back to fairyland. She moved swiftly, clutching the precious fairy dust in her hands, knowing that the life of their beloved queen hung in the balance. The sight of familiar surroundings filled her with renewed vigor as she rushed towards the queen's palace. As she entered the royal chambers, she saw the pale figure of the queen lying on her bed, frail and weak. The sight was heartbreaking, but Anna knew she had the cure. The room was filled with a tense silence as Anna approached the queen's side, the tiny specks of fairy dust sparkling in her hand. With a deep breath, Anna gently sprinkled the magical fairy dust over the queen. As the dust settled on her, the room held its breath. Moments later, a soft glow enveloped the queen. Slowly, the color started returning to her cheeks and her eyes flickered open. The transformation was miraculous. The queen was not only conscious, but her strength was returning. A cheer erupted in the room, echoing throughout fairyland. They celebrated their queen's recovery and thanked Anna, their savior. Her bravery had not only saved their queen but also restored peace and happiness in fairyland. From that day forward, Anna was no longer just a fairy. She had become a hero, a symbol of courage and selflessness. Her tale of bravery spread throughout fairyland and beyond, inspiring others with her fierce determination and love for her kingdom and queen. Anna had faced the odds and emerged victorious, earning her a special place in the hearts of all in fairyland. We'll continue sharing beautiful stories that we think our children will love. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our videos to support us. With love.